Do you measure your progress in your business? You know, like the return on your invested time into, say, Facebook marketing, or maybe a pay-per-click advertising campaign? How about conversion rates or traffic improvement to your business? In this video, I'll share with you the number one reason why most entrepreneurs fail to measure key metrics in their business, and I'll give you the solution on how to avoid this drastic mistake. So let's do this. Hey, George Gill here, creator of The Measurement Doctor. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so before I tell you the number one reason you're not measuring as much as you should be in your businesses today, I think it's important to be clear on why this is critical. First of all, it's a known business fact that we can't improve what we don't measure. The famous management consultant, educator, and author Peter Drucker was quoted as saying, "What's measured improves." And it's really that simple. By making measurement core to everything we do in business, changes our results forever. It's only a matter of time. Okay, so let's assume you now believe measurement is key to your success. So why aren't you measuring everything you do in your business? This really hit me the other day when I was working out, of all things. You see, I have a treadmill and an elliptical in my gym. I normally use the treadmill for my cardio workouts, and that's fine, it works great. But out of let's call it boredom, I decided the last week that I wanted to switch to the elliptical for a week. So I hopped on it and completed a rigorous 25-minute workout. Well, after my workout, I always log my performance. Measurement. This way, I can keep track of my progress, what's improving, what's falling a little. And probably the most important point is it acts as a motivator for me to do better. Well, to my shock, when I went to enter the data in my phone app, I realized it required a distance total. No problem on the treadmill, but on the elliptical, my only metric even close to distance was revolutions. Essentially, how many times the wheel went around in a circle. I truly think what came over me next is what happens to many entrepreneurs who fear measurement, who fear numbers and calculations. I literally felt a mild anxiety attack, frozen, and sweat from inside me started to overcome me. I thought, oh my God, I just worked out for nothing. I can't measure it. Now this may seem extreme to some, but seriously, I take measurement as critical guiding steps to my future in everything I do. So after spinning my brain in a frantic search for a solution, I calmed down and thought, no problem. Certainly this revolution thing can be calculated into miles, and all will be fine. So I went searching on the web. I actually found a great post by someone who had this exact problem and came up with a grade 10 math calculation to figure it out. I was elated until I read the comments. People were bashing his math. Essentially, the conclusion was the unknown variable in relating distance to revolutions was the resistance or the tension of the wheel that you're pushing. I spent like 2 hours finding this, and it was gone. Now here's the thing. His calculation might not be 100% accurate, but I knew, based on the treadmill performance, that his math was in the ballpark with my performance. And here is the beauty, and it hit me like a brick, right in the face. It didn't matter. It didn't matter whether the calculation was right or wrong, because it was a base metric to start from, and a system for calculating going forward. That's when it dawned on me. So many people ask me when it comes to online measurement, what are the averages? You know, for example, what's the average bounce rate of a website? Or how many visits to my website should I have? Or even what's the average conversion rate? And on and on and on. These questions paralyze us as entrepreneurs and business owners or managers from measurement and therefore from improvement. And much like my elliptical, it hit me. The averages, the competition, the industry, it just doesn't matter. What does matter is two things once you've decided to measure for improvement. One, what's my base? In other words, where am I at right now? What's the starting point? And two, what's the calculation? So what metric needs to move to indicate improvement? And that's it. Once you've determined those things on anything you want to measure, you're on your way to improvement. Okay, so to avoid the number one reason why people don't measure, realize that averages, industries, good, bad, or otherwise, doesn't matter. You simply need to implement on anything you want to improve a two-step simple plan. Step one, what's my base? In other words, where am I right now? What's the starting point? And step two, what's the calculation? So what metric needs to move to indicate improvement? And start measuring your success. For me and my workout, that's what I now had. And whether it was exactly precise or not, it gave me the components I needed to measure improvement. Leave me your comments below and please share or like this video to spread the word that measurement matters. And as my free gift to you for your online improvements, head over to webanalyticsmd.com and sign up for your free web analytics training to make measurement part of everything you do online. Until next time, don't do a thing in business or in life unless you're measuring.